What if you could describe your perfect shot and Premiere just found it for you? We now have media intelligence analysis that analyzes your footage and allows you to search your project like it's Google. You can search anything: dirt bike, boxing match, dancing on sand, and you can even describe clips. But here's something cool. When you find something you like, you can scrub through and you can also highlight everything and drag it into your timeline to instantly create a custom string out. To get things set up so Premiere starts analyzing your footage as soon as you import it, head up to Edit and Preferences and then down to Media Analysis and Transcription. Make sure Visual Analysis is selected. Now when you drag in footage, Premiere is going to start automatically running Media Intelligence Analysis. You can drop down on the arrow and scroll through here to see what it's actually completed so far and what it's working on currently. Later, I'm going to show you how to use this for text as well because I have a big project that I'm working on. Typically when editing, I'd have to scroll through my project window and try to find the exact clip that I was looking for. All you have to do is click this search panel button at the top right. It'll pop out in a window like this, so click towards the top of it and you can drag it into any window. Once you like where the layout is, you can save this as a workspace if you want. But now we can start searching. Close up eye. And that immediately pulled up all of the shots of a close-up eye, waterfall. And now it shows me all of the clips that I have of waterfalls. Again, you can scrub through here and find exactly what you're looking for. Finally, let's do one more and just type dancing. You can see also down here, it's searching the metadata as well. Get creative with how you are searching for things. Like for example, I can type backlit and I can see a couple clips that are backlit. Let's pull up a project that I was working on previously and see how this works. This is a big project that I have that has 3 days of footage from multiple cameras, and I'm working on this sequence right here, and I need to fill this gap. So I'm gonna use the search panel. You can just click the search at the top and start searching. Like let's do close up wheel. So I can find a shot of a wheel that's pretty close, and all I have to do is click and drag that into my timeline, and boom, that looks good. And then just for the sake of this tutorial, I'm gonna type burnout. And I'm gonna find a burnout that I think looks good. You can scrub through here. That's kind of like a little artsy right here. So you can actually double click on that and then find your in and out points that it created. And you could create your own if you wanted. So I'm gonna go from here, I, and then O, and drag that in. And I cut that real quick, go back to the search, assign, maybe like sign. So I found this nice Bradenton sign, so I can double click in that, set a nice in and out point, drag that in. Now let's get a close up tire burnout. All right, I'm gonna look at this shot right here, so I can just click and drag that in. That looks good. This is where creative editing comes in, so I can just kind of grab some of these clips that might not be the best, but I'm gonna kind of just cut them fast together. So I'm just grabbing kind of randomly through here and seeing what we have. And now I just have to imagine real quick, but these quick cuts that I put in here could be a really unique creative choice if we were editing this to music and stuff like that, but I just love how I wouldn't normally use these shots, but using the search function, it kind of allows you to find whatever you want. And you can literally search anything. Like if I just type in fire, I can most likely find all of the spots where the burnouts and stuff like that happen. And I can immediately add that into my project to have that cut real quick into the next scene. In order to get text to work under search, you're gonna have to enable transcription. So head up to Edit and then Preferences, Media Analysis, and Transcription. Under here, you can click Automatically Transcribe Clips. Now, to get the best results, I would select all imported clips so that anything you import into Premiere will automatically transcribe because you never know when you're gonna need a transcription. You'll typically see two things when you import: Media Intelligence Analysis and Speech-to-Text transcriptions. All right, so now that the transcription has completed, you can click the little search button at the top right and then change your search type from everything just to text, because let's just search up YouTube. Now it's gonna go through all of the videos, and in this case, it's just a bunch of podcasts that I did previously, and show me every time that I said YouTube, which I guess was a total of 298 times, which makes sense because this entire podcast is about YouTube. One thing I want to keep in mind is you can actually search within just your source clips, which is all of your actual raw footage and media in your project window, and then sequence includes all of the sequences you have. And I'm going to show you an example in a little bit of why this is extremely important. So I'm just going to click on source because I just want to go through all my clips, and I can just find where I said YouTube. But something you can do is you can actually click on it and highlight as many as you want, and then just drag those into your timeline, and then you'll see this is every time you said YouTube.
YouTube.
I think that's really cool, but this is very useful. Like if I was talking to a friend named Grant, and I can't remember exactly what clip it is, I could do the same thing. I can just highlight all the stuff here that I have. I can make it full screen by using tilde and find all of these sections that I want, highlight all of them, and drag them into my timeline.
Grant.
So it's kind of fun just to like play around with this, so I would highly recommend trying it out with your own things. This is similar to text-based editing, but I feel like it's way more advanced because it allows you to find some more specific topics. Like if I want to find inspiration, I could type in inspire and see if we talked about anything in an episode. It will only drag in what is highlighted. So if I just click this in, it's just going to drag in inspire. So it's right there, inspire. But if I double click on this, it will actually bring me into the text-based editing where I can see everything.
Inspire somebody watching your video to watch more videos from that same playlist where you...
Now let's jump over to my Mac where I'm working on a project for work to show you the difference between sequence and source. All right, so this is a large project that I'm working on where we interviewed 15 drivers and we had 2 cameras set up, and I've already preloaded the sequences in each driver with an A cam and a B cam. That way I can easily switch between the two. Heading up to the search bar, if I just type in something like Port Royal, click on source, I can scroll down through here and it gives me each individual clip. So when I drag that down to my timeline, that's just the one camera angle with all the audio files attached to it that you can manipulate. But that's not necessarily what I want. So if I delete that and click sequence, now it's showing all of the interviews that I've already made, and I can click those and drag in. But in order to drag in a sequence, you have to uncheck the insert and overwrite sequences as nest or individual clips down in your timeline. Now once we do that, I can simply click any sequence that I have up there that I searched within the search function and drag it in. Now I'll have the A cam and the B cam attached to it as well. Well, if you guys enjoyed this video, please click that like button and consider subscribing because I'm going to be making some more stuff in the future. Also, let me know what you think down in the comments below. I'll see you next time.